Okay, so one other thing, if you are not yet registered to go to our Coach Summit, it is July 12th. You can still get your ticket at coachsummit.com. I believe it's $190. It gives you full access to all of the trainings. It gives you, you can meet our team. There's over 30,000 coaches that go to Indianapolis. It is I don't say this lightly, it is a game changer for your business. It is 100% a game changer. Live events, which Ashley Hazel is going to touch base with you guys about, are so important. You get to work out with the live trainers. You know, people see you working out with Shaun T and all these people that they know, and it's just such an amazing event. So you can still get your ticket. And then if you have not, Team Boom does a party on Friday night, and we are renting out an entire rooftop bar, and it's $30, and you get all you can eat tacos. It's like from 7 to 10, all you can eat tacos. We have a band, and we basically rented out the entire place just for Team Boom. So you do have to get your ticket, and it includes the tacos and 2 free drinks, a band, and that is always like one of my most favorite events, because it gets all of us together in the same spot, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. So go into the Boom Fam and get your tickets for that. And again, like I said, that includes your dinner too and 2 drinks. So it's a really great deal. Okay, great. I know my mom wants to say something else because she keeps popping in. Okay, so I'm super.
Wait, one more thing. We are going to be raising the ticket prices in June, so you should try to ASAP get your tickets now for $30 for the Team Boom party, and it's going to be at the Tin Roof.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, so 30, whatever. So you can go into the Boom Fam and you can get your ticket there. So I'm super excited to, there's Ashley. You can unmute yourself, Ashley. Introduce Ashley Hazel. She's going to talk a little bit about her story, how she got started, how she reached Diamond, and just a little bit about live events and the importance of those, and just kind of what she does on a daily basis to grow her business. And I think this is a really great call just for like new coaches that are coming in, because she started last spring, but she really didn't get started with her business until November-ish. So like she's really just been actively, she's been here about a year, but she's just starting to see success, and kind of going to talk about those daily things that she does to move her business forward. So.
All right, Annie, can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you? Okay, perfect. Because I'm on my iPad. How do I did make a little presentation thing. So what do I
So there's a little green button at the bottom. It says share screen.
Got it.
Yep.
So I want, I guess that. Yes, maybe. No, hold on, guys. Sorry.
If you hover over that little thing, it says like share.
Yeah, but see, okay, hold on one second, guys. Hold on one second. I just got to make sure I hit the right thing. It makes me pick what I want to share because I'm on I might not be able to do it. Let's see. Cancel. That's gonna suck. Let's see. Start recording maybe.
Are you on an iPad?
I am. Because my computer was dead and I had to.
What kind of PowerPoint is it?
There's offices all day today with my husband. Maybe I won't be sharing, which will be okay. So screen photos. Sorry guys, just 1 second. I just want to make sure I really can't share it. Stop. It's making, I don't know. All right, so I'm just gonna look at it. So I'm not gonna see you guys, so I can just talk. It really sucks.
Do you can you share with me the PowerPoint, and then maybe I can share it on my screen?
Yeah, let me hit share. Let's see if it'll go to you. Should I send it through Messenger or through?
Yeah, send it through Messenger, and then you can just talk and share your story, and I'll pull it up.
Okay, let me pull it up then. Sorry, everybody.
No, you're good.
Come on. Okay. Did it send to you? it says sending, so you should
Okay.
get it in Messenger.
Yeah, you want to share your story, just like, and then
okay. So yeah, well, obviously my name is Ashley Hazel, which everyone knows that at this point. I am a stay-at-home mom of 3. I have an 11-year-old, a 9-year-old, and a almost 2-year-old. He'll be.
Do you want to? Sorry, Ashley. Do you want to hit stop share so that we can see you?
Oh, sure.
We'd
I
love
didn't
to see you.
hit it though, but I didn't hit it. It's not lit up for me to be sharing.
Oh, I don't know where you went. Oh, okay.
I can see you. Michelle can see me. Can anybody else
there you
see
go.
me or
I
no?
can see you. Yep. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. Awesome. Okay. So I'm a stay-at-home mom. When it comes down to why I joined, I gained. So I had my first 2 kids at a young age, 21 and 23. I kind of bounced back really easily. When I had my 3rd son, I didn't bounce back. And I went from a full-time working mom to a stay-at-home mom. So not only did I not bounce back, but I was bored and I didn't know what to do with myself. So I sat in the house and watched TV and ate. And I gained 50 pounds and then never lost any of it, even though I had a 9-pound baby. So I came home and I was still sitting with 50 extra pounds. My coach, I was friends with on Facebook, she was killing her journey. So I reached out and I was like, what are you doing? Like, I need to be involved in what you're doing. And that's when I signed up as a discount coach. And I signed up for the shake discount and all that. Did it work, Annie?
Not yet, but I'll keep working on it. You keep trying.
So that's why that's why I joined. I joined in March of 2018, and that was about, I think my youngest, the baby was about 6-7 months old at that point. What really got me was the fact that not only did I not feel good in my skin, but I also was afraid to be in a picture with my children. So I hid in pictures. And I was always a very open person. I loved pictures. I took tons of pictures, but for like 6 months of my life, I wouldn't be in any pictures. And if I was in a picture, I was hiding behind the kids. And that bothered me a lot. So I started with T25, and I got amazing results, which made me fall deeply in love with Beachbody. And I was ready for my next program, which I decided to start 80-day obsession. Continued my shakes. I got to day 60. I always get this wrong. It's either 64 or 67 in 80-day obsession. And I found out I was pregnant. It was an unplanned pregnancy. And I went to the doctor and they confirmed everything. They set up an ultrasound appointment for the following week. When I went back, I had lost the pregnancy. So I ended up having a miscarriage. And I didn't know what to do with myself. I was scared for a 4th child, but then we got excited. And then I went into a dark place in the fact of like a depression. I felt like I did something wrong. It was my fault. It was I lost our baby, and it was something I did. And then I even was like, well, maybe it's because I worked out, and maybe it was because I did this. And I like tried to figure it out. I went into a dark hole, more or less. Me and my 3 children spent last summer in my house, just us 4, because my husband was at work, and we did not do hardly anything. I did not want to leave my house. I didn't want to. I laid on the floor where the baby was, and I just didn't do anything. And then it goes into the next slide because I'm looking at it. So I can't see your message, Annie.
If you want to email it to me, it's not coming through.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I can post it on the thing, and then everyone can look. There's like a lot of before pictures, and then I'm sure a lot of people have seen the retreat. I don't know why it's not working. Where was I? I lost the baby. So September was my birthday. And so when I started in March, I started to lose weight and I started to buy smaller clothes and I got really excited. And then in the first week in July is when I lost the baby. So all of July and August and half of September, I didn't work out. I didn't drink my shakes. I didn't try. I literally didn't try. And I just was miserable. I ended up gaining some of the weight, too much of the weight back. So in September for my birthday, I asked my husband to take me shopping for new clothes because I didn't want to wear pajamas all the time anymore due to the fact that I went from being really big to losing some weight, and I never bought like an in-between size. Actually, I went from wearing maternity clothes, because after I had my son, I stayed in my maternity clothes, to a smaller size. So we went shopping, and I was so mad at myself the whole time we shopped as I'm trying on clothes that I shouldn't be buying. And I cried in the fitting room, and my husband was like, what are you going to do? Like, what are you going to do about this? Like, what's your plan? You can't be upset and not do anything. So my coach, Lauren, invited me to a Super Saturday in October. And this is where Annie knows this is where live events got me. Super Saturday changed my life. Yes, joining Beachbody changed my life. Yes, losing the baby changed my life. But that Super Saturday in October of last year completely changed my life. Ashley Dyson was there, and she was our guest speaker. I didn't know anything about Team Boom. I didn't know any of that stuff. I was just a discount coach. That was it. She's like, you should come. You'd enjoy it. You're ready to get back in. Let's go. So I went. And it changed my life. That's what happened. I listened to her. I saw her before and after pictures. I saw what she did. And I said, I want to be her. I want to be on a stage one day. I want to tell my story. I want to have a group of girls that are behind me, and I want to be her. That's what I want in life. And I left Super Saturday, and that was it. I told my husband, I'm doing this. I'm going to coach. I need you to support me. He 100% said, okay, let's do it. And I sat down and I started to figure out what I needed to do it. On Tuesday of that week, I think it was on the following week, Annie did one of her first ever emerald calls. And I got on it and I listened and I wrote everything down, and she told me to make a date, and I made a date, and I said, I want to do it by next week. And I did it. I was an emerald in, I think, 36 hours. I called my two best friends, and I'm sure most of you have heard this because I've been on many emerald calls. I called my two best friends and I told them they were joining. I said, this is my line. I said, if I opened a candle shop downtown or a t-shirt shop, would you buy it? Well, yeah. Okay. So I need you to do this with me. Both those girls still work out, and both those girls have amazing results. Neither one of them work the business yet, but both of them do love everything about Beachbody. I did it wrong in the fact that you're supposed to put your husband underneath you immediately, and I did him underneath one of my girls. I was emeralds. I said, they told me this is what I need to do. This is what I'm doing. And I did it. So I became an emerald I'm just making sure I put everything down. Super Saturday, attraction. So I became an emerald within 36 hours. I became a diamond at 96 days. Because that's what Annie said I needed to do. This is what you need to do. You need 4 people on each side, and 2 of them have to be emeralds. So I pushed myself, and I did my daily checklist. I didn't do BAT at first because Annie had posted the Get Shit Done list, and I had saved that and printed it, and that's what I did. And then I moved to the BAT once I found out about it. But originally, I had my checklist, and I did everything she said that was said to be done. I posted on my stories. I invited 10 people a day. I followed up with people. I drove people crazy. And then I posted. And it worked. I got to diamond, and I have held it for, 3 months now, I think. I have more coaches, and I have one girl who is almost a diamond. She needs, I think, 1 more emerald and 2 more coaches. So I'm in the process of that, and that's where I became who I am. Another thing that is very important when you're doing this business, if you are not a diamond yet, is to have a very strong why. And I struggle with that sometimes. Sometimes I think, oh, well, I'm a stay-at-home mom already, so do I need income? No, maybe not. So then it turns into, well, I need to support my husband, and I need to make his life easier. And then it turns into, well, my kids are watching me. My kids work out with me. I'm blessed if my little one takes a nap while I work out. most of the time he's running around in circles watching me. And if you ever follow me on Instagram and you see my stories, he's in the background, or climbing on me or whatever he wants to do. So I've been able to make what I call, like, I adapted to what my life is. I even watch a little girl 2 days a week, and she works out with us. So I just make what it is, and I do my routine every single day. Another thing that, and this is just into my why, a positive mindset. So it's super easy, and Annie and I have had one-on-one conversations, and I've also had it with other people. It's super easy to just say, maybe I can't do this. Like, it's a rough week, rough month. I can't do this. Like, nobody wants to follow me. Nobody wants to be a part of this with me. You can't do that to yourself. You need to tell yourself that they do want to. And personal development is on our checklist for a reason. It is not there to be pushed aside. It is there for you to remember why you're doing what you're doing. Whether it's helping people, whether it's that second income, whether it's a full income, whether it's to buy a mansion, whether it's to buy a new car, whatever it is that you're doing it, that's, you have to dig into that why, and you have to be consistent with it. Then I had a slide about my business goals. One of the things besides hitting or diamond is, since the day that I decided I was gonna coach, I've hit Success Club every month. So starting October of 2018, I've hit Success Club every month since then. I have not hit Success Club 10, but I have hit Success Club 5 every month. I think only 2 of those months I didn't hit 10. And then I think in February, when we did the Team Cup, I hit Success Club 20. So the consistency of my invite in November to my invites in December to my invites in January got me to where I needed to be in February, which worked good for the Team Cup. But even I signed a girl up last week that I've been talking to since November, and she was like, okay, I'm ready now. I've watched you for all this time. You're not going anywhere, and now I'm ready to do what you're doing. And she's only a challenger, but that's what she wanted to do. Okay, so I'm going to talk about live events now that you kind of have an idea about me. Super Saturdays are one of my favorite things in the world. I've never been to Summit. This will be my first year going to Summit, so I can't talk a whole lot about that. But I know if it's anything like a Super Saturday on like steroids, it's going to be absolutely amazing. Ashley Dyson got me in October. In January here in Albany, because I live in Saratoga, so in Albany, we did it at a big, and we had a big workout, and it's just a community of people getting together that all are on the same journey, and literally all you do is inspire each other. Like, the conversations that are being made or you're having with people, like I've built friendships now from people that I've met at Super Saturdays. I have one person that I call regularly just for advice sometimes. Like, it's just, I'm like, my toddler's driving me nuts. What should I do? Like talk me down. He's about to sit in timeout and I'm about to hide in a closet. Like, you just build the community of people. I sell the community more than I sell the product, I think, sometimes. Because a lot of people have, you can tell by their Facebook and Instagram posts, they're negative and they don't believe in themselves. It's so easy to say, hey, I have a challenge group with 70 people in it, and all we do is motivate each other. Whether it's about working out, whether it's about nutrition, whether it's about anything, all we do is motivate each other. Oh, really? And that sparks interest in people because they need support. So I sell the community a lot, and I live and breathe off the community. I love my girls. Like, I love the people that are there with me and that support me the same way I support them. So Super Saturday is a big way to build relationships. You learn things about the company, any new things that are coming out, new products, new programs. You get to find all that out. You get the spirit and recognition. At our Super Saturday, they recognize rank advancements. They recognize pounds lost or journey, like how long you've been on your journey. They make sure they recognize you. And that feels amazing when you're standing in a group of, I don't know, 200-300 people, and you're standing up saying, I'm a diamond now, or standing up and saying, I'm on my 3rd program, and everyone's standing there clapping for you. Like, it's just, it feels good to be recognized for everything you do by yourself in your house or with 3 or 4 other people live on a chat. Like, it feels good to have that applause and the motivation that you get and the spirit that you get from a Super Saturday event. Okay, so now I'm going to go into the Florida retreat, which we did do a meeting meeting on this already, where Annie had all of us guests speak that were available. But I'm going to go a little deeper into it. When Annie posted that we had the ability to win this retreat, I knew that I needed to be there. I said, I love Super Saturdays. I love anything that has to do with the community of people. I need to be there. I told my husband, I'm going to win this. Whatever her goals are, whatever her requirements are, I'm going to be there. And he said, okay, what do we have to do? So me and him sat down, and I said, this is what she wants. She wants me to hit Success Club every month. She wants me to rank advanced to a diamond. I don't remember what you wanted, actually, to tell you the truth. I just know that I needed to do what I needed to do to get there. And I was going to go to Florida, and I was going to get away from my kids, and I was going to go hang out with a bunch of women and have a great time. That's what I knew I needed to do. When I got there, I was nervous, and I brought one of my girls with me. She's an emerald. She's the one that's working on becoming a diamond. So me and her went together, and my coach was there, and her coach was there, and then Annie. So that my whole line was there. So I was scared. I was super excited the whole entire time. I was building up I'm going to go. I got the countdown going. I'm great. I'm super excited. And then I had to leave my baby, which gave me anxiety for 2 days before. I'm like, well, maybe I don't need to go. I don't know. He's never left me. I've never left him. He's never been anywhere but with me. I've put him to bed every night. I can't leave him. And my husband's like, you need to stop. You need to do this. You need to stop. You need to calm down. So I'm writing checklists. This is what he needs. This is what you got to do, because he works. So he's staying home for 4 days with all 3 kids. And I'm like, oh my God, what are you going to do? So and then I was scared that no one, you're going to get there and you've never met these people. I knew 2 of them very well, or 3. And then no one else I've ever met in person, all on this kind of stuff. So I was nervous, and I got there, and literally, instantly you felt like you're with your best friends. You felt like, I felt like, and I'm sure Annie and anybody else that's on here that was there, you literally felt like you walked into a room of people that you walk into with every single day. Everyone clicked. Everyone got along. Everyone supported each other. Everyone asked what your journey is, what's your why, how do you do this? And before you know it, everyone was exchanging information. Everyone was talking how great, how proud they were of you. And everyone just supported everything you had to say. It was crazy. It was literally mind blowing. That Thursday night, we ate and we all just talked. And then Annie did this really fun game where we drilled each other, but it didn't work the way she wanted it to. But even that was super fun, because you're meeting each person one-on-one, and everyone's from somewhere completely different. I mean, there was New York and Colorado and Massachusetts and Florida and South Carolina and Texas, I think. I don't know. Everyone was from everywhere. And it was best friends. And then we got to spend a day, and then we did our morning workouts together. Everyone set their alarms. They got up. We did a power hour. We did our workout, and then we did our day. We went to Disney and spent a day at Epcot. Amazing. Amazing. Then we had and I take away the most from that is the day that we had our training. We sat in a room, all of us, 21 of us, and Annie and Marie and Danielle did trainings. And I learned so much. I wrote down 23 pages or something like that of notes while they talked. And I have adapted so much from that one day. So I got the community, I got the training, and I built friendships. I still talk to, we all still talk. I still talk to a lot of the girls one-on-one and ask them advice. And it's just another thing that made this community amazing. And I don't know where I was going to go with that, but I'm trying to stay with my slide and I keep getting lost. New friends. Oh, mindset. So when you go to a live event, and you stand and you talk to somebody for hours or days, like Florida, we were together for 4 days. So you talk Beachbody for 4 days, you talk family, you talk struggles, you talk everything. You leave with like a fire underneath you that's like no other. Like, I'm pretty sure all of us are going to hit Success Club this month. All of us are like doing the next thing. Like, it's going to be a great month for all of us. And we're all still in a group chat together, motivating each other. So it's like a fire, like it just went up. And I mean, I haven't missed my BAT yet. I think I did one time for a family thing, and I decided myself I was going to take the day off. So you leave with positive energy, motivation, determination, a stronger mindset, so many new ways of something you could do that you might have been doing like a hard way and works better for you. It's just, live events is where it's at. Everyday work is great, but if you can get to live events and you can make live events, I have done bowling with my girls, local girls. I've set up in one of my challenge groups, hey, does anybody have anything going on this day? Let's go bowling and have dinner together. And 5 of us went bowling and had dinner together, and it was great. These are girls that I would not like I didn't know really before Beachbody, and they are all like, yes, let's do it. 3 of them I had never even met, just became Facebook friends with, and they were friends with somebody else who was friends with me. And now we do events together. I've done lunches with people. So you build like a totally different life, more or less. And it's amazing. So mindset, consistency, personal development, live events. That's what I've gotten from this. And that is how I ranked to where I was. I am working on getting the next step where you build your diamonds. So that's where I'm at. And I started coaching more or less the first week in November of 2018.
That's amazing. So I just have a question about the mindset and like keeping the fire. Like you said, like all of us, you go home from live events or like you get off this team call and you're so excited. And then I told you, I'm like, then you're going to go home and reality is going to kick in and you have kids and you have, you know, they need to eat and, you know, work and all these things are coming at you. So how do you keep that fire going after these events? Like, what are the things that you do daily or weekly to keep the fire going and the mindset right?
So, like I said, I communicate with a lot of my challengers regularly, even if they're not a coach. And that keeps me going in the fact that I know they're looking for my results or my answer. Like, did you work out today? Yes, we both worked out. Great. Or my coach, Jamie, I message her. We talk almost every day about our BATs. We check in with each other. Another thing that keeps me going is knowing that I'm inspired by others. So I'll go on Annie's Instagram and I'll scroll through and be like, yep, this is what I want to do with my life. Or I'll go through and I almost like, it sounds, and I think you posted this in the Revive Your Business, you almost like stalk the people that you want to be like, or you want to learn from. So I'll go on Brooke Reed's a lot too, because she's like a killer mom when she kills it. And I like look at her stuff, or Ashley Dyson sometimes. A new one that I found, and I don't really know where she came from, but she showed up. Do you know Ashley Smith?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so she came up on something on mine and I liked her, and she's got like 80,000 followers, but hers is great too. Like, I love looking at what she does. And it's almost like the more I adapt to what I want from all of you guys and the people that I'm inspired by, the more my like fire feels. So I'm like, oh, I'm going to switch this up because I like the way Annie does it, or I'm going to do this. And then maybe it doesn't work and I go back to my original way. So it's like finding the niche. Me being a stay-at-home mom does kind of make it easier, but it kind of doesn't in the same way, because I can't just be like, I'm going to have a power hour on my lunch break. No, I don't know when nap's going to happen some days, and I don't know when my son's going to wake up. We are on a schedule kind of, but sometimes I'm like, okay, I'm going to get up at 5 and I'm going to do my power hour at 5 to 6. And then guess what? He wakes up at 5:30. So I got half an hour in. So I'm a pocket of time kind of person, and I just literally make sure before I go to bed that my BAT is crossed off. And if it's not, I stay up for an extra 10, 15 minutes in my bed and I finish what I need to finish. When it comes to like posting my daily life and my workout and my product and stuff like that, it's easy because when I'm doing it, I do it. But when it comes to like follow-ups or invites, sometimes I have to do them when he's sleeping. Sometimes I have to do them if I'm in the car and I have to go get the other kids. Sometimes I do it when I'm waiting at a doctor's office. It's all based upon what I have going on, because it's hard for me. Like everyone does these power hour things and I love to jump on them when I can, but sometimes I jump on them and 10 minutes in, I have a toddler climbing the couch. And I'm like, all right, well, we're not going to do this right now. We're going to do it a different time.
Right. But you can do it in pockets of time, and you have that like why in front of you every single day that makes you want to do it. Because it's one of those things that like, it's a busy weekend, and this is a lot of times people will just turn this off. They'll put it on the back burner because they're like, oh, I'm busy. But then if you get off that escalator, like Pat says, you have to keep it and make it part of your.
Right. And I get that. And another thing that I will tell you guys, and I've done it many of times so far, is I'll like be like, all right, so this is my job. I'm going to take 2 days off. I won't hit Success Club as quick as I wanted to, or I won't, like, I'll get upset with myself when it's Wednesday and I look at my coach office and I'm like, I'm not where I wanted to be. And then I revert back to, well, if I would have spent the hour at some point during that day and just did what I needed to do, I would be there. Maybe you don't do as many follow-ups on the days that you need to take off, but you still send your invites and you still check in on your challengers and you still make sure you're posting in your story so people know where you are. But when you don't do that and you start to fall down, it does show, it will reflect on you. Something else I wanted to share, and I was talking to my husband about this. I'm like, I don't know what I'm going to talk about. She asked me today. One of the things that I am motivated by is my workspace. So I went to like Hobby Lobby and like Marshall's and stuff, and I got quotes, and I got like a dry erase board, and I got like, I have a desk in my it's not a desk actually, it's a TV stand that I use as a desk because it's high enough where the baby can't reach. And I use that as my office space and I stand at it. And I feel like I'm at my work. So I feel like I'm more motivated. I'm more energized. I'm more focused on what I'm doing when I'm standing there doing it. And then I look at my, like, everyone's born to sparkle or love yourself. And I look at my quotes and then anything else that I've written down or have, and that pulls me in too. I have my diamond, I have a chart that I had made up of like all my coaches and how I'm a diamond. And I look at that and I remember why and how. Or I have like a calendar that's literally just for like us. And like my team boom calls on Tuesdays. I have these calls with these girls on these days. So I'm always motivated and I'm always looking at my organization. And I know it's super hard to have a place, especially like for me, but it's not hard to give yourself the support that you need internally too. And that's something that has helped me a lot. And I'm like, I said to my husband, I'm like, should I just take a picture of my desk and show them that? And he's like, well, if you really need to. But I'm like, no, like make it why you want to work this job, and then stand there and be motivated by it. I can see behind some of the people that are sitting here, and this girl, Courtney, is on my screen, so I'm going to say it. She's got a board behind her. That's probably a calendar of some sort to keep her organized. So why not have it? Like, why not? Like that's her organization that keeps her motivated. If the calendar is what you need, or if that's where you write your kids' appointments along with what you need to do, that helps me.
No, I totally agree. Like a desk, a place to yourself, like a couple, I have this one in front of me. Decide, succeed. And then this one, attitude is everything. Just having your own little spot, even if it's right. Like, so
yeah, because when you feel down, you look up and you're like, succeed. I need to succeed. So that's what you're going to do. Right. So it's almost like, it's a mindset that you get yourself into your jam and you do it.
Yeah. And I know another thing that really helped you, because in the beginning, when you have your warm market those first couple of months, and then you get into kind of now your cold market and you're kind of inviting. And I told her, YouTube, I'm like, go on YouTube, watch, like type in like Jim Carrey, or there's so many good YouTube motivational things that you can listen to really quickly. And that's what she did. Like
my guy's Will Smith. I can go on and listen to Will Smith or Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. And if I listen to 5 minutes of either one of them, I'm ready to go. Like, it gets me deep. There's a few different girls that you can listen to, and I can post them when I find it. They're not like, it's not Rachel Hollis. I mean, Rachel Hollis is amazing, but it's different girls that I have found. But Will Smith and Dwayne Johnson, they literally get me going. Like, they are like in your face, and that's what I need. Like, I don't need no sugarcoat. Like, tell me that I need to get up. Tell me I need to do it. Tell me not to think about it. You need to do it. It's that 5-second rule. Like, don't think about it. Just do it. That's what you need to do.
Yeah.
And warm, and that is a big thing, Annie. Warm, when you go out of your warm market and you end up in your cold market, it's hard to build relationships. And that's where the seed planting is key. And that's where consistency is key. Because those people don't know you and they don't want to join until they know that it's worth joining.
Right. And like you said, that girl that just joined you a couple weeks ago, she's been following you since November because she sees you show up on your stories. She sees your transformation. People want to know if they join you, are you going to be gone? Are you going to show up? And that's a huge part of, I mean, with the stories, Instagram, it makes it easier and people feel like they know you. So you've done a great job with doing that. And it's all on here, right?
It's all on there. And I didn't bring mine. I'm in my room because everyone was in the family room, which is where my office is. And I didn't bring all my stuff up. But yes. Does anybody have any questions for me?
I have one.
Okay, come at me.
Oh, I do know your story that, you had been a coach a while. So when you went to that Super Saturday, it's like it clicked, like, this is what I want to do. So then you went at a fast pace. Like you became Diamond in how long? It
was 96 days.
96. Yeah. Her goal was 90.
But I messed up.
Yeah. So you got to Diamond and now you've held it. You're like a diamond that's like, your mindset is, I'm not dropping this diamond. It's one thing to get to diamond. It's another thing to stay at diamond. And that's what we're really trying to work on with a lot of people, because they kind of go up and down. And it's like, and it's part of that mindset. Like, you made that decision and you just kept doing your work to fill it in. And now, do you have 2 emeralds on each leg?
Yeah. No,
okay.
I have one. I have 2 on one and 1 on the other.
Okay, but a really solid one, so that you're like.
Yeah. Well, one's my husband.
Okay, so that, and then you have the other 2 on the other leg,
right?
Because you can't control them, so you need more.
Right. Yep. And, so I have 2 over there, and then.
Right. And how many coaches do you have on each leg?
Okay, so right now I didn't bring that paper up either. I think
but
it's
roughly
7 and 8 on each leg. 7 on one leg, 8 on the other. Emeralds, 2 emeralds on my 8 leg, and 7 on my other with my husband.
Okay, so that's a solid diamond. That's like, you need that so that you don't go in and out and in and out. And then are 2 of them, are they business builders? The 2 emeralds?
One, yes. The other, I'm working on.
Okay.
She did it for me, kind of. I kind of told her, like, she didn't have a choice. You need to hit emerald. And now we're working on, I want her to do the next step. So we're working on that.
So how are you doing that?
I show her my paycheck and I show her what I do.
And do you do like Zoom calls, like one-on-one Zoom calls with her?
I have a Zoom account. I do one-on-ones with my challengers and with my coaches. And I am actually starting, now that I have 3 girls that are more or less interested in the business, we're actually starting team calls next week for June.
So you take them into their coach online office, show them around, show them the potential of the business, and then do you plug them into the Emerald and 24-hour calls that we have every Tuesday?
Yeah, all 3 of them have been in your calls.
Okay. And your training, what's your training for them? Like,
so that's
coach
where
business?
Right. So this is where I'm at. I'm learning a little bit more into this. Because of Florida and the training that we had there, Marie went into this and so did Danielle. And then now I am molding my own training. And that is one of my key things that I took away from Florida was the training and how I'm going to work harder on building and successfully building my diamonds.
So working with your business builders so that they become diamonds like you. And then that's just do it over and over and over. And then helping them do the same thing so it goes deep. Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Awesome.
That's my plan. That's my goal. That was on my May checklist. For what my goals were for May was to get a training ready for my coaches.
Yeah, because even if you're a solid diamond, if you're not working with your people to help them build deep, you still are a shallow business, and there's no real residual income.
So when it comes to mindset, and I'll be completely honest with all of you, I lose my mindset repetitively on the same thing. And that is, I don't know what I'm doing to build them. And that's why I decided I'm going to make my own training, and I'm going to start digging deeper into the 3 girls that I know for sure that I can get to do it.
Yeah.
One of them is waiting until school. And I get it. She is a teacher, so she wants to go gung-ho like I did as soon as school's out. So, and I'm not going to force her, because I know if I was forced into something, then I would be less excited. So we talk weekly, and we continue at where we are, and then we're going to go deep in June. But I had told myself when I left Florida that I needed to have a training that I can push my girls deeper into the business, because that's how I'm going to build. And right now I'm not building. And I get very frustrated with that, because I only have the one girl who's pushing hard, and I want more. So I'm almost like greedy, and it's bothering me because I want the paycheck to go to the next level. And right now I'm plateaued at one level.
And the way to make your paycheck go to the next level is to get your people to have a paycheck. Right. Because that's what's going to give you the paycheck. And then teaching them to do that. And that's where a lot of people, when they get to Diamond, it kind of stays there. And that is your next step you're working on. But it's just basically getting to do what you did, the mindset, and get there and be solid, and then help them do it. Perfect.
Yep. So that's where I'm at, everyone.
Yeah. Great.
All right. Did anybody else have any questions? I can't see the chat thing. Oh, here it is. Hold on. Maybe not. Here it is. How does one person get the followers on Facebook?
Or you can put in if you guys want to unmute yourself, you can ask a question for her.
I did see something about, hold on one second. I do see anxiously waiting for the next Super Saturday. I can't make it to Summit. Okay. How does one person, so you want to know what I do to get followers on Facebook? Is, that little box that comes up and it says people you should follow or people you may know? I just click on them. I literally just click on them. And that's how I get my people. I think most of the people that I get now are from me doing that, and they know somebody that I know, and then they follow, and then I invite them, and some of them are like, hey, I don't know you, why are you doing this? And I'm like, well, because this is what I do and I love it, so I wanted to share it. And then if they ignore me, and then I wait 2 months or so, a month and a half, 2 months, and then I ask them again, and then maybe they ignore me again, and that's fine. But I literally just click on, and mostly females, because I am pushing more towards females, because I'm not 100% comfortable yet with males. My husband is also a coach, and he has 2 males that are underneath him, so he kind of helps them, but because he works so much, it's not the easiest thing. So I click females, and that's how I built my following on Facebook.
The other one is you also your husband's account, right? Like if he was friends with people, you kind of friended.
Oh, yep. I stole every one of the females on his account. So
that's how you met your coach, right? Through her.
Lauren, yes. Lauren, I went to high school with Lauren's fiance. And I think she friend requested me probably because of the same way. She's shaking her head, yes. So she friend requested me because I came up as someone she may know. I accepted it, whatever. And then, I don't know, 6-8 months later, I'm like, this girl's still working out. Whatever she's doing, I want to be a part of. And that's kind of how that works. I didn't know who she was.
Just kept showing up. Way to go, Lauren.
Yep. So, yeah. And then, right. So I stole all my husband's friends. I stole all my sister's friends, my mom's friends. I went to anybody that was close to me. And then I stole all the females on there.
Nice. I did the same thing.
I mean, it's an easy invite, because especially if they're like, oh, common friend is, like Hazel, Dwayne Hazel, Ashley Hazel. Well, obviously it's his wife. Okay, I'll accept it. You know what I mean? Or like my sister's maiden name's on her account. So, oh, Crystal's sister. Okay, I'll accept it. And then before you know it, they're right in with you.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was all the questions, unless somebody else sees it something.
The other ones, guys? Amazing. Just making the decision, the mindset, getting on the Emerald call, like learning from the thing, and then you get on the team calls, and you do this every day.
Yep. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And some days that can take you an hour, and some days that can take you 3 hours. It all depends on how much time you want to put into it. Mm-hmm. I have changed my invites. I do 20 to 25 a day. I don't do 10 anymore. So that's up to you.
Yeah. Yeah, I know it says you can, like, that's one of the things on here that you can edit. It's just depending on what you want to do, right? Or like an invite could be a connection or, you know, following up with the person, things like that. Amazing. Anyone have any other questions? Hey, well, thank you so much for jumping on. I literally asked her today. So I knew that she would do this because she's so fired up and she's just so excited and she shows up and, you know, and it's all because she made that decision to do it. And so I love it.
Yeah. And like I said, I built the thing to show you guys, the slideshow, sitting in the doctor's office with my husband who tore his ACL this weekend. So that's where I did that. I was like, all right, guys, I'm like, I have to get prepared for this. So baby sitting in the stroller, iPads out, building, we're at the doctors, and we go to the MRI, and still got my thing out and got my workout in after all the doctor stuff right before the call. So I did all my stuff.
It is crazy. Like, I don't even know what like if I'm sitting at the airport or I literally brought my husband to surgery and I waited in the room and I did my work. I'm like, I don't even know what I would do if I didn't have this. Like, you can find it in those small pockets of time. And you're probably scrolling Facebook anyways and Instagram. So but thank you so much. That was amazing. I'm going to unmute you guys and we will do, we will do boom on 3 and then I will post a recording for you guys tonight. All right. 3, 2, 1. Boom. Boom. Thank you guys so much and have a great day. Bye. Great day. Bye. Thank you, Ashley, so much.